Hello folks, and thank you for stopping by. Well, I'm making this interesting tutorial on how to use this particular app that I've been using for my own YouTube channel and other stuff. And it's a great app. It's called PixelLab. As a matter of fact, let me get the name of the app right up here. Basically what you're seeing is the live screen from my smartphone. So there we go. That's PixelLab. And it's an Android app that you use to create drawings and stuff. Basically you can use it to create ads, you can use it to make great backgrounds for different pictures and everything, and yes, you can even use it as a to create a great background for your TikTok videos. And just to give you an example of what I'm talking about, let me get this off of here, hit this OK button. Let's see what we got going on here. Alright, let me go to my folder here, hit my folder, and I'm gonna go through the list here. Oh, there it is. I'm gonna hit that top one right here. That one I did recently, and for those of you that came from TikTok, you already know what what video this is on. It's on my TikTok channel, by the way. And basically I created this background to talk about my other video that I got on my YouTube channel that allows you to create a Xbox 360 connecting to a webcam, and I did that one. And basically I added this background to the picture, and then I included myself in the video in the empty space below on the TikTok app, and well, the rest is history. If you want to see that video, go head over to my TikTok video and you'll see it. But yeah, I used it for this, and basically all I did was basically add elements to the picture. First you gotta create your size, of course, and to create your size you hit this three dots up on the side over here, hit that, and what you do is you can hit image size. Once you hit image size, you basically choose how big and how wide, basically how wide and how tall the image is going to be. And from there you can do whatever you need to do. And it's got this panel up here that right now it says custom because it's a custom thing I made. But if you want to choose this, the image sizes that already come with the app, you basically just hit the preset thing up here, hit that, and this list comes down. You got your square, you got your profile picture, I'm guessing that's for YouTube channel banner, YouTube thumbnail. Yes, you definitely can create YouTube thumbnails in this app. Yes, you can. Facebook cover art, Google Plus cover art, Twitter header size. Yeah, you can do also, like I said, you can also, you can create a header for your Twitter account too with this. I mean, you can do all sorts of interesting stuff with this. And like I said, it's a real wonderful app to have. I'm gonna show you the other stuff I created, while using this app. I created that recently. And okay, other thing I created. And I know some of those y'all, like I said, if you've been looking at my YouTube channel lately, you've seen something like this included in my video. Now, to pull this off, right? If you want to create something like what you see here, hold up, let me move on to another one. Let me get to the one that everybody pretty much sees on my YouTube videos. This one, everybody usually sees this on my YouTube videos. And basically what I did was I added each element. I'm just going to hit on each element. As you notice, that's the TikTok thing, and that's another element. Each element I added to this. First I had to create the size that I wanted to be and everything. Going through the size thing I showed you earlier. And I created this, and then I just basically added each element. And then on top of that, what I did was, so that it will show on the video and not have anything else on here, I made the background transparent. Now here's a quick tip: if you want to make some art that's going to be included in your video, and you want the background transparent, so it'll, the video will show that, or it'll just be this showing the artwork that you added. You basically would go down the bottom here where you see the A at and everything. Scroll through until you get to this thing that looks like the copy thing. Hit on that, and that allows you to change the background. You can color the background. I'm just going to purposely color the background on purpose, just so you'll see what I'm talking about. See, I hit one of those brown things. I'm gonna scroll through that, move that to the side, just keep scrolling through it. How about if I make it, let's see, orange? I'll hit the orange thing. Yep, just like that. Now, you can do anything, like I said, you can do anything you want with the background on any object you make on here and everything. And it's pretty fun. I mean, it's a real fun app to play around with and experiment with. And I'm gonna hit the check mark for a moment just for the heck of it. Alright, so I can also add an image. I'm gonna pick a picture, any picture. Give it a moment. I'm gonna add one of these things here. Maybe I'll put that in the background, or maybe I'll put that in the background, and so on and so forth. But for me, I wanted the background to be transparent. So what I did was I basically, see this thing over here that says transparent over there in the corner? Tapped on that. There you go. Transparent. So add whatever you want. Make the background transparent. And you can add it to a video. You can add it to a picture. You can add it to anything. And it will look good. And here's the other trick part. The text. You can have the text in any font you want. Now, to change the font on there, you basically go through, hit the A, just to hit that letter A, hit that letter A, and you'll get this stuff here. Styles, edit, delete, copy, move it to the front, move it to the back. Like I said, you gotta really play around with this to really master it and everything. It's not a really steep learning curve, as far as learning how to operate this app and everything, but once you get this down, once you start playing around with it, I suggest kind of start experimenting with it first. That's what I suggest you to do. Just get the app, start playing around with it, start experimenting with it, experiment with different settings on it, and pretty soon you'll start forming ideas in here about how to use this. And that's basically what happened with me when I started playing around with this app. And so what I want to do on this point is to change the font. So I'm gonna change the font on there. And when you hit the font button, now here's the interesting part. You got the fonts that come with the app that's on top there, and then apparently you can add your own fonts. I never got around to doing that yet, but you can add your own fonts to the app and it will render them and through the app too. I haven't got around to doing that yet. And as you can see, it tells you how to do it, as you can see, and then it shows the recent fonts that you used recently, which you see there I used recently on different stuff. And as a matter of fact, since we're right here, well, actually this is the list of fonts all the way through and all this junk. I'm gonna show you this first. It's like an extensive list of fonts. I mean, a whole bunch of them. I mean, once you get this app, you're gonna be like, whoa. But I'm gonna go to the recent one, hit recent over here, and I'm just gonna choose one of these. I'm gonna choose Bob's type. I think I'm gonna hit that one and see what it looks like. That looks kind of okay. Well, it's okay. I hit okay on that one, and now instead of looking like the one on the right, it looks like this now. See, you can change it to different types and everything. And here's the other interesting part. As a matter of fact, I gotta show you something. Before you see the other effects, I gotta change the background first. I'm gonna go back over here to this thing over here. I'm color the background so you can see the different stuff you can do with it. Okay, there we go. All right. Now, not only can you change, the font and everything, you can, move it in any direction. And as I wanted to show you. As you know, there's like 2 dots on the object. Each object that you input into the app to play around with has like 3 things on them, and those 3 things allow you to change the size, change the width, and change the size, change the width, and you can rotate it. And what I mean by rotate, you see that little thing that look like a half circle at the bottom left? I'm gonna hold on to that and just rotate it. So you can just rotate it. This comes in handy if you add arrows or stuff that's gonna point to something. So this comes in handy for stuff like that. And you can also do the same thing with text. Go to that circle thing there. Start playing around with it. You can rotate your text just like so. It's real handy and easy. And of course, if I want to change the size, I'll go to the bottom corner where the dot is, click on that, and start making it bigger or smaller. Now, the dot on the far right text, this allows you to like do something really special, and I'm gonna show you. Basically, it allows you to do this, kind of squeeze how much space it spells out to, and so you can adjust the width, and that's pretty much it right there. And of course, if you want to move the text around, put your finger right on top of it, just right on top of it, and just start moving it around, just like so. You can just add anything. Now, suppose I didn't want this, let's say I don't want to use the Instagram logo and I want to put another logo here. Well, I'll select it first, like you see there, and then I would delete it. Delete it first. Hit the trash can up here. It's going to ask me, do I want to delete it, of course, and of course I do. And now, I'm going to go up and hit the plus button. This will allow me to add text there, a current date, some stickers, shapes from gallery, and I also can draw. Now I'm going to go from the gallery first. I got some pictures on here I want to add. Let's go on and see if we can find one. How about if I add... How about if I add this guy right here? The doctor. Now at this point you can size it up. You can choose to crop out images and everything at this menu. I can do that. I'm just gonna leave it like the way it is. Just for demonstration purposes. I'm gonna hit the check mark right here. And now, as you notice, when I put it in there, it's kind of big. So to make it small, I'll move the picture around until I see that dot down there. So now I'm gonna start shrinking it ever so slowly. Shrink it. Keep shrinking it. Hold on to that dot on the bottom there. Keep shrinking it until I get it to the size I want it. Oop. My phone said my phone is telling me. You see? Let me turn off the power thing here. There we go. All right. I'm gonna keep shrinking it, and I can put it right there. I like that right now. It don't look right? But I just wanted to show you, what you can do with it and everything. And of course, if you want to get out of this and do something else, you sure can. To change to a different thing, go all the way past the A, to the left of the A, to that thing look like 3 circles. Hit that, and Basically, hit the folder on top. Oh, by the way, let me show you different stuff. All right, this is the default. I'm gonna put it on the default. This is what it looks like. Oh, we about to see an ad? Oh no. Oh, come on. Well, you have to show an ad. That's another thing you gotta keep in mind too. To get rid of the ads though, you gotta make a purchase to get rid of the ads. Right now, I haven't gotten around to purchasing it yet, so you will see ads in here from time to time. But the ads, as you notice, don't really get in the way of what you need to do on here. They only come on when you save a picture, or like you're switching over to something major, and it does that. Other than that, you don't see the ads too many times at all. So it's definitely useful. But if you want to get rid of the ads, just make a purchase, which I think it's worth it anyway, because this is a really great app to play around with to do stuff you need to do. Alright, so this is what, like I said, this is what it looks like when it defaults. When you first turn it on, when you first, hit your screen for PixelLab, and this shows up. This is what it looks like when it shows up. Unless you was working on something. If you was working on something, it will say something like you want to restore what you was working on last time, pretty much, and you hit that button and you can finish off what you left off. You can do that too. But this is what it looks like. And from this menu, you can do anything you want. You can change sizes. Let me show you something, for instance. Okay, I'm gonna go and hit that 3 dots up there. I'm gonna hit image size, and I'm gonna change the from square to, let's say, YouTube channel banner size. So see, this is different size we see right here. Hit OK, and now your canvas has changed. So now you can work with this area, add anything in there if you want. Right now this is text. Now I'll make it a little bigger on purpose. Just so you see. So that's what's going on. Now, I can do anything with this text. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the A. Again, hit that A down there. And here's different options you can do. I think I'm going to change the font first so you can be able to see what it's going to look like really good. I'm gonna choose this font right there. Now we change it over to that. Now, suppose I want 3D text. Well, there's a function on here that allows you to do just that. So I'm gonna hit 3D text here. You gotta enable it. So I'm gonna hit the enable button. And voila! There's your 3D text. Check that off, and of course you can change it to any color. Oh, actually you can change the 3D outline to any color on this part, that part right there. You can do all sorts of, like I said, when you get your hands on this app, feel free to experiment with all these settings, especially the light settings. You can change the light settings. See that? You change where the light lands on the 3D text, as you can see. I mean, it's really fun to play with. I mean, it is like cool. Let me take it off of there. I'm gonna put it back to yeah, there we go. Alright. And suppose I want to add a shadow to this. Hit the shadow. We want you to enable it. And now you got a little 3D shadow on the bottom of it. Uh-oh. Well, I'm pushing it right now, folks. So, I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. But that's just some of the stuff I wanted to show you. What you can do with it. Also, like I said, you can remove the ads on here and play around with it. I mean, it's really handy. It comes in really handy. Let me show you some real fast. I'm going to show you some stuff I did on here, just so you can get an idea. I did that one. I definitely made this one in the app, especially this picture right here. I meant y'all added that there. What else? That right there. I did this one in the app. Well, folks, well, as you saw in the last clip, you know, you can do all sorts of things with the app and everything. But I want to kind of like show you something that you can also do with it. What other thing I wanted to show you? Oh yeah. I'll move to here. Let me go to the folders here, right over here, and you can make something like this. This is basically this something I made just recently, and as you notice, it looks kind of cool. Let me get off that. It looks kind of cool and everything, and you basically can make it, with a shadow and everything showing and stuff like that. And as a matter of fact, what I can do is I can basically show you how I did it. So let me go ahead and show you that real fast. I'm gonna go back to defaults. Okay, as you notice, we got this going on, right? I got my finger right on the thing, and then I'm just moving it around. So I'm gonna make it bigger. All right, and now I'm going to change the font. And I'm going to hit the A that's on here. Hit the A thing, and there it is. And I'm going to basically go ahead and change the font. I want the font to look a little more interesting, so I'm going to do that. Now, like I said, you can install your own fonts, or you can go to the recent ones you've been playing around with. And I'm going to go ahead and how about I get this one? That one, I checked off the this one right there. So that's our new text right there. I'll make it a little more bigger. Alright, so the next thing I want to do is I'm going to change the background. I got to change the background color on the thing too, so I'm going to change it to what color I want. Hit color. I'm gonna make it blue like the last one. Alright, hit the check mark. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is, well, as you notice, it's white right now and everything. What you want to do is basically make this first one the color of the background that you're working with. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit color, and instead of trying to guess the color I'm gonna hit the plus button over here. The plus button allows you to access this menu right here, where you can sort out colors and whatever. I'm going to hit the little droplet thing that's on the top right, not the writer thing that's next to it. I'm going to hit the droplet light thing right there, and basically that's the color I want. I'll pick the color in the background, hit the check mark, and that's the color I want. Wait a minute, hold up. I did something wrong. Hold up. Oh, that's the background. I was supposed to hit the letter. Oop, my bad. I was changing the background. I gotta actually hit on the letter and hit the letter A to change the color of the letter. Alright, now hit the plus button. Hit the droplet. Click on the background. Hit the check mark. Hit OK. And now it looks invisible. And the reason it looks invisible is because it's the same exact color as the background. But it's still there though. I unclick it and that's click in the middle. There it is. It's still there though. So now what I want to do is add a shadow. Now actually that's what I want to do. I want to add a shadow to it. So I'm gonna hit shadow, enable, and now it has a shadow. Now what I want to do is basically move the shadow around a little bit. So what I'm going to basically do is go down the list here and start playing with some settings down here. That's the one I'm playing with right now. See that? You move the shadow anywhere you want. And of course the Y, I'm gonna play with the Y offset too, just to give it to. Okay. There we go. I'll leave it at that. That's the one I want. Yep. Okay. I think that's gonna be cool right there for now. Now that's the dark shadow that we added. Alright, so now as you notice, we added the dark shadow. But it's not quite like looking like the way we want it to look. So I'm gonna go ahead and change the background. I'm gonna add in, a white shadow to it, so to speak. So I'm gonna copy. You know what I did wrong? Oops. You know what I did wrong, folks? Let me undo everything first. You know what I did wrong? I was supposed to do another copy. So I'm gonna copy before we did all that. So that's the first one right there. I'm gonna do another copy. Now it's gonna become important in a moment. Alright, now do what I did before. Change the color of the letter. Also, okay, change that. It's gonna come obvious in a moment. Just bear with me. Alright, so now I'm gonna go ahead, hit the check mark. I'm gonna add a shadow to it. Hit the shadow thing right there. Enable it. Looks like I remember what I did last time. Good. That worked out. Alright. So hit the check mark. So now what I want to do is basically make this the same color as the this one. That color. Da-da. 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 There we go. Same thing like I did before. Oops. Check mark. Hit OK. Alright. Now this time around, I want to add sort of a white shadow to it. So what I'm going to do is basically hit find shadow, enable it, and this time I'm gonna make it like a white shadow. So I think that will do right there. It's in the middle there, so that's white right there. Alright, then I'm going to change the color of the shadow. And you see there? Alright. So I'm going to kind of I'm going to kind of move it over top of what we got going on here. Move this out. Now I'm gonna move this to the back. I'm gonna make this the background. This is going to be the back of it. This is going, and this right here. Oops, did something. Go back. All right. And this one's going to be in the foreground. Now to move this to the back, we want to go to the setting that says move to the back. To the back. Okay, I hit that button right there. And of course this is on the front. Now we're getting there. Alright, so we got that going on, but as you still kind of notice, it's not looking quite right. So the next thing we want to do, the top one that I'm gonna mess with the top one, I'm going to emboss it. So I'm looking for emboss. Hit the emboss button, enable it. And now, I'm just letting you notice the difference. Okay, now without the emboss, it looks like that. With the emboss, it looks like that. Now, you can also change around the light settings. Let me move the thing around just a little bit first. Alright, I think we're getting there. Just move this around. Just a little bit. There we go. I'm gonna leave it right there. Oop. Me and my tricky fingers there. Ever so carefully move it over top till you get it to where you want to. I know it's kind of tricky. There we go. Alright. Now, if you want to change how the light is hitting the letters, while you're in the emboss mode, just move this around. And I'm going to leave it like right there. Hit the check mark. And there's your raised text. Right there. You definitely can do that. Oh, and another thing I wanted to show you. Now, after you do that, you can do all sorts of things with this text. As a matter of fact, what you can do at this point, if you want to get rid of the background, right? Go down here in the bottom. Scroll this thing down here till you see the thing that looks like a copy thing. Hit on that. Make the background transparent. Alright. Now, you can do something with that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the, move this around. Basically get rid of the color of the letter. So what I'm going to do is basically change the color of the letter itself to make it look better. Color. Now, in this color thing, when you go to the letter, you basically can change the color. You're also going to make it transparent. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it transparent and going to kind of darken it at the same time. Just like that. Something like that. Alright. Hit OK. Now let's go over here and see what it looks like. There we go. See? Easy peasy. And now what you can do is basically save this by hitting the save button up here. I'm gonna hit that disk button up here. Whatever artwork you create inside this app, just hit the disk button up here. You can save it as a project, you know, so you can say, you know, do work on it later, and also save it. When you save the project, you also add it to the folder that's on here, so you can go right back to it and use it for other stuff and everything. Do whatever you want. And you also can save the image. Now I'm gonna choose to save the image. Hit save image. You can pick your image format while you're here, and as you also notice on the side there, you can also export it to Facebook, Twitter, Google Plus, you know, and the other stuff, including Instagram. You can actually upload it to your Dropbox, as you can see there. And on the bottom there, on the very bottom, that's Tubler. That's Tubler on the bottom there. Now you can save it to JPEG with no transparency. As if you don't care, you know, about having your image having a transparent background. You can save it to that format, or you can save it to the PNG, which allows for a transparent background. So you basically would hit save the gallery. You can share. You hit the share button. Like I was saying, image saved. They automatically do that. And then it's going to come up with this menu on your thing, and you basically can go through all the stuff you want to share to. But if you just want to just basically save, hit the save button again, hit the save image, hit save to gallery, save an image, image saved. And of course, me being cheap, I didn't pay for the, you know, the cookie. Oh man. Wow. Apparently there's some sort of app on here. Well, that's interesting. Okay, that's one twisted game right there. Alright, get it off of here. But that happens like after you save stuff, like I said earlier. You know, when you know, save stuff on here, the only way you'll get rid of the apps, truly, if you want to get rid of the, not the apps, if you want to get rid of the ads, is basically go up here and look for the thing that says remove ads, and you basically pay for the to remove the ads and everything, and the app is basically yours, and you don't have to worry about those ads no more. And when I checked on here, it only costs like $3. So it costs you $3 to, you know, buy this app, and you're done with the ads. You don't see those ads no more. And I'm going to go ahead and do that after I talk to you, because I'm kind of sick of seeing the ads. So that's basically it. I mean, you can do all sorts of interesting things with it. So I recommend getting your hands on this app, start experimenting with it, see what you can do with it and everything, and you better create stuff like this. And another thing, I know I keep going on about another thing. I want to show you something else that will definitely interest you. Alright, I'm going into my folders. You can also, if you want to, another commercial. Oh my goodness. The only thing is, you gotta wait. As you notice the timer on this, you basically gotta wait for the timer to go down before you can get rid of it. So basically, if we want to get rid of these ads, just buy the app. Just go ahead and buy the app. We want to get rid of these ads. And you should be off and running. Alright. So now, you can also, like I wanted to show you, make a business card. You can make a business card and basically add your picture to it and everything. Move stuff around. Add your text. You know. And you can make a business card. Just some ideas you can do with this thing. You know, that's just one idea. As a matter of fact, I made a business card for my wife using this very app, and the people love it. All you basically do is just save the picture. After you make the picture in the app, make your card up, save it as an image, and then basically upload that image to whatever place you're using. You make your business cards at. Just have that image reprinted, and you're good to go. You can go to Visa Print. As a matter of fact, you can go to Visa Print. That's why I used it at Visa Print, and go there and use it there too. And it works out great. Her particular case, we put it on her. We put her ad on some business card magnets. People can stick to the refrigerator and everything. So basically, she is a business card and a magnet, stays on the refrigerator. Try that out too. So, thank you for watching, and have a great day. Oh, I also plan on probably making more tutorials about this too. So, stay tuned.